Now, Joe, you guys will play Toronto again after this Tampa Bay Rays series, and you've really had their number this year. What's been the biggest reason that you guys have had that amount of success?
You know, I'm not really sure. Some of the games have been close that we've been able to pull ahead late. I'm not really sure because, I mean, typically it's been a team that's been pretty tough on us. But we go there for 3, and then we have Baltimore for 3. And as I said, we need to win games. And Baltimore is another team that we're chasing and trying to pass, so they're really important.
When you look at Toronto, a lot of people were picking them prior to the season based on the off-season moves that they made to win the division, to be at the top. Is there any element of surprise for you how much they've struggled this season?
Well, I just think it shows you how tough our division is. You know, you have a couple of injuries, and it can cost you a lot of games in the standings. And to be able to overcome injuries is not always so easy. And they've lost some pitchers. They lost Reyes for a while, and now they have some other guys out, and it's just a real tough division.
You look at that Blue Jays series up in Toronto, and you could be getting a key member of your offense and your team back, the captain. How likely is it that he'll be back during that series?
Well, I think it's pretty likely. If he has no setbacks, I mean, we expect to see him. And, you know, he's a guy that we've missed all year long, and we've got him for a game, and then we lost him for a couple weeks. We got him for, I think it was 3 or 4 games, and then we lost him for 3 weeks. So it's important to get him back and keep him.
I know we've talked about this a little bit in the past, but he's a guy that wants to be out there all the time.
Yeah.
How difficult do you think this season has been on him?
Oh, I'm sure it's crushed him inside, and I know he's extremely frustrated, and he's frustrated that he got back, and then he got hurt, and then he got back again and got hurt. I mean, this is a guy that loves to play and loves to compete, and I know he's really missed it.
The injury is without a doubt a negative, but can you almost turn them or try to turn them, silver lining, a bit of a positive in that Derek Jeter should be pretty fresh heading into September. Curtis Granderson, pretty fresh. Alex Rodriguez, 38 years old, but doesn't have a lot of miles on him this season. That maybe some of these guys will be coming on at the right time.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, and it's like we've made some big trades at the end of the year to try to bolster our club, so that's what we're trying to do.
And you look at that series as well. Would you ever think where would this team be if Toronto weren't playing, if you hadn't been playing so well against the Blue Jays?
Yeah, we've had a lot of success, but we need to continue it because, I mean, they're a club that hits the ball out of the ballpark, and we saw some of that. And you know, Bautista went down against us, so they did lose a big bat, but they still have guys that can swing the bats.
Looking ahead to that Baltimore series, what type of environment do you think it's going to be at the stadium for that?
Well, I think it'll be a great environment because of what the two teams are trying to accomplish. Baltimore was a wild card team that ended up winning the wild card round last year, the one-game playoff against Texas, and then playing us. And we played them so tight last year. We've played them pretty tight again this year. So I think that it will be a great atmosphere.
Joe, they were good, obviously, last year, mentioning that they got that wild card. But do you still almost see it as the seasoned vets going against the young guys coming in a sense?
Well, they're not so young anymore. I mean, they've matured.
Well, they still have the Machado, and they still have some of the younger guys on there.
I mean, they seem young because they're playing against us, but I mean, these are really good players. I mean, you go around that lineup. I mean, there are all-stars all over the place. You have Chris Davis, who's having an MVP year, and the only guy that's probably ahead of him right now is Miguel Cabrera, who continues to sizzle. But I mean, this is a really good team, and you know, they've had to deal with some stuff too.
How do you pitch Chris Davis at this point in
Very
time?
carefully.
If you're a catcher, what's going through your mind when he steps into the batter's box?
Very carefully. And what this guy has done was, this is a guy that's always had a ton of power, but he shrunk his holes down, is what he's done. And you know, he hits the ball down and away, he hits the ball up, he hits it all over the place. So if you make a mistake and he puts the barrel to it, it's usually a lot of damage.
For a team that came on as strong as they did last year, how difficult is it to duplicate it the next year and stay relevant and try to stay on top?
Well, it can be really difficult because of the competition in our division, and everyone's always trying to get better, and they're making moves in the offseason and during the season. And you look at these, you know, teams that are in our division, they're all so close. So, you know, you have a couple of hiccups, you don't play well for a month, it can cost you.
With the amount of games you have against AL East opponents and knowing that there is still a pretty decent amount of time left in this season, do you allow yourself to look at the division at all, or is that already kind of something that you don't look at anymore? It's now wild card, wild card, wild card.
No, I think you have to look at it. I think you have to press and try to win as many games as you can. And, you know, you don't necessarily really, I mean, you want to get into the playoffs any way you can, but you don't necessarily want to be thrown into that one-game wild card game.